Okay, this is a continuation of my previous video where I built a new root domain and then a backup domain controller. Then I replaced or transferred FISMO role. So in this video, I am showing you my domain here. This is my only domain controller lon-dc1.adatum.com. I am going to promote a second domain as a member server. Then I will rename that domain controller without demoting. So that is the main purpose. So let's continue to look at lon-svr1 and lon-dc1. This is my member server. If you go to tools, there's no active directory because I don't have active directory binaries installed. So let's go into add and remove section, add active directory binaries first, active directory domain services, or yeah, you can say domain services are the binaries, and you will now be able to install the binaries first. I will go pause and go method so you don't have to see what I am seeing. In this way you could save your time. So I'm going to promote this lon-svr1 server, which is a member server currently. So this will become a backup domain controller under adatum.com. So I will keep my global catalog option checked, and this is my DSRM password, directory services restore mode password, and default first site is already configured, so I will leave it as it is. There's no customized site, and here are the prerequisites. Once prerequisites met, we are good to install active directory on this member server. So we are good to go, and I will go ahead and click on install. This will take several minutes, but I am not going to stay on and keep recording, but pause and go method again is applied here. Now we are done, and I'm going to reboot this new lon-svr1 server, which is not uh, basically a member server anymore. This is a now backup domain controller. So ignore this lonsvr1 because I didn't change the background actually, but itself I will change only the host name from server manager. So I am back rebooting, and now is rebooted actually. Now you could see here my admin tools have a lot of other snap-ins populated. Now this is my domain, and you should see now under domain controllers both servers. These are both domain controllers. Let's go back and check in lon-dc1. We should have both domain controllers there as well. But let's go and look at the date when we have this modification done by enabling your advanced feature, because you want to see the object tab. So that is enabled actually when you have advanced features available. So this server was built in 2016, but this is 2024. This is a VM or virtual machine, and modification took place today on today's date, which is basically February 15, 2024. Now you could see my server and the domain in both sides. Here I need to refresh if I, yeah, we just went into the DC1, and both end we have now servers. Here I'm going to rename, just pause my video here and read this warning here. So this head cannot be moved from one domain to another, but we are not going to rename a domain adatum.com. We are renaming a host lon-svr1. So as per research, this is possible. You can rename the host without demoting. So I'm not demoting this. I'm gonna change this to test server. So this will be my new name. This name should be visible and populated once I reboot my this backup domain controller. So now once we reboot, you will see that now my server name has been changed. It will take a while to other end. So let's go after verification that we are now test server here. Okay, actually the background actually changed to L1 test server. So on L1-DC1 it should not be changed because that will take a little time until we have next replication cycle. So we will go back. Even you can do some refresh, GP update, or some other methods, unless you reboot and then take a chance and to look at that. So within next 5 minutes, you should have this test server. But if I go back to my L1-SVR1, that actually should show me my new server name, test server. So let's go into Active Directory, users and computers. I already can see a test server right there. So now the other thing is that we need to spend some time to make this happen at this end for replication time. So here let's try this one. From this end you do rep admin and you will do sync all. So what it will do, it will sync basically with aped command, switch to the both end, and we are almost there now because this will sync between these both domain controllers. We can also use IP address to ping from this server like as a source to the destination. So we are one. So the good way is that you can use IP address with a -a switch, and this is the another way I would say that it will refresh this window and it will open actually path for communication. Let's check the result now. So it is communicating or negotiating with the server. What is actually the name with -a? Yes, we got it, test server. So we are good now. If you go back to Active Directory domain controllers OU and refresh it, you will see now the DC name was LON-SVR1 previously, now is actually changed to test server. So I wanted to stay on to show you. Now you can see that you can see on DC1 automatically server name changed in this way, because when you troubleshoot you should have an idea what's going on and how long it takes. So it took couple of minutes. Here you can see that it took about 5 minutes to replicate from one end to the other end. So now the brief is about this video that we promoted a backup domain controller. We did not demote it, but we changed the host name. So everything is now back as normal or synced as normal.